differences, whether they be in our differences in abilities, our races, or our sexual orientations, are the palette from which the universe paints its masterpiece.
I spoke to the network and I said, when you put this show on the air, you don't just put a good show on the air, you make us all better people.
Welcome to the Media Access Awards.
We're all here to encourage the film and television industry to make their projects, make the film and television industry look more like the world.
Happy to be here to support the Media Access people because they're doing an awesome thing, which is bringing people with disabilities into the film and television world. They've been far too long overlooked.
And diversity to me is very important to show people what this world is really like.
Throughout the history of the world, it has been critical that we tell each other about who we are, where we come from, and what might be possible.
We all know someone with a disability. It could be a parent with Parkinson's, a child with autism, or a friend in a wheelchair. As America ages and medicine advances, this population will only grow. They deserve a place in the stories that Hollywood tells.
You have to have talent and make the magic as an actor or a singer or a dancer. But there are a lot of extra obstacles for people with disabilities, and we're trying to even the playing field a little bit.
25% of the US population has some form of a disability, and less than 3% of the characters on screen do. When you make content for the audiences as they are, and Hollywood is not doing that, as we all know, you will make more money. So if you can't do it for the right reasons, do it for the wrong ones.
The men and women we honor today represent the best in the business at showing people with disabilities as they are, just as nutty as everyone else.
We walked in, she said, "Is this the Oscars?" I said, "It's like the Oscars, but with more wheelchairs and sign language."
You ready, interpreter? Hip, hop, the hibbit to the hibbit, the hip, hip, a hoppy, it don't stop.
Now that I'm 95, I cross the room, I get a standing ovation.
Thank you. Now I'm deaf and blind. Thank you.
Michael Keaton.
It's rare that a day goes by that I don't think about every time you reach over and you tie your shoe, absentmindedly reach across and grab a salt shaker, forget the keys to your car and just walk back to your room or run back to your room. All the little things that not only my mother just took pre-planning, but everyone who has a disability. We just take these things for granted.
The guy came out with a big smile on his face and said, "You got the part." I was so happy. I couldn't stop smiling. I was just so dancing. I was like, yeah. Yeah.
I had the honor of hosting this event some years ago, and I was not invited back. Those of you who were there know why, but be that as it may, I am very happy to introduce this year's co-hosts. I did it myself, by the way. One guy carried the whole load. But your co-hosts today are a young comedian who made Howie Mandel wet his pants on America's Got Talent, and Howie doesn't like germs, so that was a big deal. And the star of the big hit Netflix show, Dear White People. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Drew Lynch and Logan Browning.
I'm a stand-up comedian who stutters, which was an interesting choice for hosting. They were like, how do we make an award show even longer?
Public speaking is easy when you can't see the audience.
You know, able-bodied hearing people in general, they generally think that it's literally impossible for disabled people to be happy. I was wondering, why do people think that way? And then I realized the answer was, it's how TV and film portrays us.
It's an honor to be here this morning. I'm really delighted to be a part of this.
I'm blown away by the power and the love in this room.
Thank you for giving this award. I will try to keep making you all proud, and so you, Mom, and so my dad. I really love you guys. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of the guilds for coming together to do this. I think this is a pretty amazing thing.
It's the greatest honor I've ever gotten in my life.
This means the world to me.
The award you have given me is probably the best award I've had throughout my career.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you for this award. We are so honored to be acknowledged by Media Access.
Everybody in the world should be able to find themselves on the screen.
Receiving this award as a producer means so much to me because representation is so important. Not just in front of the camera, but also behind the camera.
I thank you all for giving me the tools to have a fighting chance, to finally not feel invisible to the world, and to ensure that the future generation doesn't feel the same.
And watch the screen come alive with authentic roles for everyone.
We should all be so proud of the work that we have done and so excited for what we're going to do in the future.